All right, welcome back. So yeah, I just want to go ahead and talk about the product I'm about to review today. It's a TPI Test Product International. They're a smart probe kit. Their refrigerant charging kit, along with their velocity and pressure kit. Super powerful kit. That's why I said they're definitely here on the come up. They're definitely going to give Fieldpiece a run for their money, I believe, as far as just the amount of HVAC specific instruments they have. I mean, from combustion analyzers, power meters, clamp meters, power meters, Bluetooth capable smart probes, vane anemometers, hot wire anemometers, basically the whole 9 yards, man. Manometers. They're super versatile. The app is okay, pretty intuitive. It's no Measure Quick by any means, but I don't really honestly think most guys even use Measure Quick like that, which I definitely think they should. This video, essentially, I'm covering the refrigerant charging kit, a little bit of the airflow manometer, basically static pressure kit. Shout out to TPI for sending this kit out. They didn't pay me for this video, just sent out the kit, wanted me to demo them. Like I said, I met them over there at the AHR out in Florida a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month or so ago, and they were super cool guys, man. Super awesome company. So stay tuned for this video, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Thanks. All right, welcome back. So I'm going to go ahead and review this here TPI SPCH DLX Deluxe Charging Kit. And essentially we've got, 2 psychrometers, magnets, some pipe clamps here, their thermistor, and we've also got our pressure transducer probe. So it's a pretty sweet kit. I keep this kit in here. This came with my velocity and pressure kit, but I like to keep this in here for measuring outdoor temperatures. So it's basically a K-type thermocouple Bluetooth. So what I'm going to do first and foremost, as usual, I'm just going to go ahead and deploy my psychrometers, get those turned on, simply by just holding the button for about 2 seconds. Fires them up. We'll go ahead and grab our app. I'll use the iPad, it's just a little bigger, easier to see here. So the TPI View app here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit heat and cool. And you see our hydrometers will basically sync up here. I need to make sure my Bluetooth is on. Which it is, okay. Oh, I've got to add them, sorry. So add thermal hydrometer. So 2.6 I'm going to do for the low side. So boom, low side. That's the high side. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab that real quick. These things deployed. Register up here. That's good. And then a return register here. Perfect. I'm going to grab my manometer as well. Okay, so I'm actually going to use the pressure in velocity kit. This comes with a hot wire anemometer, vane anemometer, and a manometer, which I'm going to use this. This is pretty important for maintenance. So it's a dual port manometer here. Grab my static pressure tip. It does come with a hose and gas fittings, but it doesn't come with the static pressure tip. So I'm just going to use that short one I got on my Fieldpiece. Get this on here like such. Perfect. All right. As you can see, airflow looks good. Let's go back in smart device. We're just going to go ahead and grab our manometer from here. See what my reading. Perfect. Very quick and efficient. So there's one on this side. Put a hole here in the supply. Boom. So we got a 0.59. That's not good at all. Basically 0.6. Just good. Take that screenshot. That's crazy. As you can see, we've only got one 12-inch flex. 112 once again. Alright, so we'll grab that out of there. Hop in onto our return here. Try not to jack up any of our product. Got the magnet. So that's legit. 0.25. Alright, let's go ahead and save that to a report. And I'll just say return static pressure upstairs system. And we'll just hit save the job. Save. Oh wait. Alright, cool. Okay, so now I'm going to use the TPI. This is their 287 clamp meter. I'm going to use this for my volts, amps, and wattage. This is actually a power meter as well, so it'll tell you watts. So let's go ahead and pop this door off here. Whoops. We'll grab that. Kind of pop that from up underneath there. Put this thing in amp mode. Hold the inrush button in order to adapt our Bluetooth. And then just going to simply grab one of these leads. So you can see we got the 0.9 amps. Cool. So we got 0.9 amps at 60 hertz. As you can see, we're reading frequency through the clamp. So what I'm going to do, hit live, and then I'm just going to go ahead and save that to the report, create report. Upstairs system blower amps. Make sure we save it to the right one. That's going to be save the job. Mariah Sanders, yep. Okay, so we go ahead and put this thing in the volts. Take our leads, snatch one there, and then we're going to snatch the other there. We got 240 volts. Create report again. Upstairs unit, blower voltage. Set. Save the job. And last but not least, put in watts. As you can see, we've got a power factor of 0.98, 226 watts. That looks beautiful. We're going to save that as well. Upstairs system wattage. Blower Paid the job. Mariah Sanders, yes. I love this. It's so streamlined, so intuitive. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the outdoor unit. One thing I will say to the gang over there at TPI, if there's a hold feature where I can actually hold the temperatures in, so that way I can take these probes out, because they're pretty well stabilized. That way I can take the probes out into the downstairs system, start working on that, getting the temp split on that while I'm checking the outdoor pressures. That would be amazing. There's no way to hold that I can find my actual temperatures, but other than that, it's beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and check the outdoor unit, keep these probes in here until I get my outdoor unit checked. Then I'm going to save the report for the for the AC side. As you can see, we've got a dry bulb of basically a 20-degree split. It would be nice to see a split as well, temperature differential. 60, because you got to do the math on our own, which is not the end of the world. Got 6141, that's perfect. Basically make sure we know which type of metering device we're using, which is a piston. That way we know what our superheat should be. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is head outside. Alright, so I'm outside here. The outdoor unit's a Goodman. Always check your capacity first and foremost. That's going to be a 2-ton system. Okay. For my outdoor K-type temp sensor. Grab that. Put that in the shade. Yeah, up in the shade there. A little bit away from line sight of that condenser coil. Okay. So now, first thing as well that I like to do, grab my line temperature sensors. So what we're going to do is tap the refrigeration button here. 410A is a refrigerant type we selected there. So now we just quickly select our lines. 286 is going to be a low side. 288 high side. Pressure, zero that. Low side pressure. Temperature is going to be low side 287, high side. Alright, so we'll get our clamps on here. One clamp. These are actually thermistors, so you're not going to have to really worry too much about this connection errors like the Fieldpiece, but they are a little slower. They don't have that rapid. Make sure that line is still clean. Okay, take off. Me personally, I like to just go ahead and always use this here T, which is a core depressor tool, and it just makes it a lot less burn potential. Pop that in like such, boink. Hit our low side. Perfection. So we've got a vapor saturation of 30 degrees, liquid saturation of 83 degrees. It looks good to me. Outdoor temp. Let me go ahead and, so superheat, we'll have to do our own target subcooling and target the superheat. That's not that cool, but we'll have to do our whole dry bulb. Outdoor dry bulb, 75. I'm just gonna go to my job here and check to see my report, see what my wet bulb was. Supply. So my indoor wet bulb was, oh, there it is. Yes, the supplier wet bulb 48.7, so let's just say 49. 75 degree outdoor. Alright, so as you can see, the door here has its own superheat charging chart. So it was really cold in there today. It was probably around 62 degrees inside, so Had a 48-degree wet bulb. As you can see, the chart only goes down to 55. So I just went ahead and set our superheat target to 10 degrees. Refrigeration. Target superheat. 10. Subcooling is pretty low. Basically almost 0. Okay. So last but not least, we're going to check our volts and amps on the condenser and our power wattage. So start with volts. Make sure the meter's in volts, obviously. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab one leg coming in here. Got the other leg there. You can see we got 247 volts. So now we just go ahead and hold that for Bluetooth. And there's our meter. So now we're just going to go into live plant mode, create report, upstairs condenser unit voltage. All right. Put the meter, take that off. All right, we'll pop the meter into watts. Have our total watts coming in. There we go. Yes, ma'am. Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, looking good so far. Absolutely. All right, appreciate it. All right. So now we've got the meter in watts. Got a 0.97 power factor, which is amazing. 1300 watts. Create the report. Now we check our amps and volts, or amps on each. That's the amps for the 4.8 amps on the compressor. And the condenser fan motor right there. 0.6 or 0.73. Done. Okay, last but not least, we're going to quickly check the capacitor. Put this thing into capacitance mode. Everything's looking good thus far. I just like to take off the actual terminal for the start windings. The common usually doesn't need to, well, it doesn't need to come off to read accurately. So there we go. As you can see, we've got 4.6 microfarads. Save that. All sorts of foolishness going on in here. Got our 2 wires off for the hermetic. Just gonna use a terminal, use my probe to get up in there. Here we go. So that's gonna be 43. You can hold that if we'd like. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty sweet. Just go to my job management, open view jobs, and basically I can literally just view all the reports that I've created here. Turn static, hermetic capacitor, 43, 4.6. I mean, it's pretty powerful. Here goes our split. Here goes our pressures and temperatures. I like it. It's no measure quick. by any means, but I'm hoping these guys get with Jim and the team over there at Measure Quick, and yeah, get these things integrated, because these instruments are pretty perfect, pretty spot on, guy. All right, that's pretty much it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. TPI refrigeration kit. Thanks again, guys, for supplying these products, and definitely looking forward to doing more work with you in the future. And yeah, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.